Welcome to this channel. This channel is for educations and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So those who do not want to face the truth, please do not continue on to watch this video. So since I share that I have complete transferred the ancient Wing Chun to the United States. And now we have the United States of America Wing Chun technology. Many friends right now asking me to continue to share and starting to ask many questions. So there are many things unresolved today, and we need to clean things up. And that's why I'm going to share with you on the cases or the topic which our Wing Chun friends is asking me. So here on, everybody who really want to study can know what it is. The technology is in America. It's like the textbooks is already published. But it is sometimes easier to get somebody who know what is the topic to present, or else the textbooks, one will not be able to understand it unless one know how to read it. But most of us have trouble when we want to read something because it might be beyond our mindset. So tonight I'd like to share with you a really hot topic, and it is a really misunderstood topic in the past 80 years in Wing Chun, and that is the internal of Wing Chun. So what is internal Wing Chun? How do you know that you really have learned the internal of Wing Chun? In a technical sense, in a very straightforward sense, I can tell you that today there is no internal Wing Chun out there. In the United States of America Wing Chun technology, yes, there is solid internal. But out there, there is no solid internal for past 100 years or any document or video out there in the public. Most are hearsays. So internal today, the term internal, you know what is it? Internal today is like equal to not seek to understand. Do things as one like. Being vague. Not following technical process. That's what internal today flowing in the market. You can see the so-called internal demonstrations. They use their own student to demo the internal stuff, whatever. And then the student is promoting what their teacher do, disregard of whether the teacher know what is going on or not. And not willing to face the truth of the subject. Seriously? It has been like that. It doesn't matter it is Wing Chun or anything. As soon as you get into the internal, people will not face the truth of the technical, but will do their way to protect whatever their teachers say and so forth, so forth. Many times people told me, well, Hendrik, I have to respect my teacher. You know what? Respect teacher and to validate what is wrong that the teacher is teaching is two things. To validate what the teacher is wrong is not respect the teacher. It is actually misleading other people. There are many things today is like that. And there are many so-called teacher, sifu, grand sifu, or grandmaster who come study with me behave that way. You can see that what they practice is wrong. You will not get result. It's not what the Chinese is, ancient Chinese is teaching. It's not fit to the science. But they will not acknowledge it. And so many times I question, don't you guys see it, what happened? Or you purposely want to say, oh, I want to give face to my teacher and so forth. With the attitude like that, we cannot blame Xi Xiaodong, name all of this thing as fake Kung Fu. You cannot blame it because it is what it is. Xi Xiaodong is telling the truth. Many people will say, well, Hendrik, you need to give face to your Sifu. Right? No, wrong. Wrong, okay? I share with you one thing. If you go study Zen, okay, real Zen, or Chan in China, that is a song called the Song of Enlightenment. You can take a snapshot, okay? Now, I have the Song of Enlightenment, the section here, translate, officially translate. You can read in the web by the Dharma Buddhist University, okay? And commentary by Zen Patriarch Xuanhua here. So if you take a snapshot of this, a screenshot of this, okay? Take a screenshot. This is a part of the Song Enlightenment, okay? Now, for those who don't know who is Venerable Xuanhua, this is the Chan Patriarch or Zen Patriarch Xu Yun of China, the real person. Okay? This is Miss Ananda Jennings from United States of America. This is Venerable Xuanhua. This is 1948. Okay? So at 1948, Miss Ananda Jennings from America, as one understand, if I'm not wrong, Ananda Jennings is from California too. So it is decades ago, there's already American who know what is the proper Zen. Okay? So this is the translate of from the Chinese to English. If you look at that, it said that, okay, the complete and sudden teaching is without sentiment. That's the first line. The complete and sudden teaching is without sentiment. Without sentiment means you don't have face to give. It is what it is, you say it is what it is. The second line, it is said, if there is doubt and indecisions, you should confront it directly. It is not that mountain Sangha indulge in self and others. It is only to fear cultivator fall into the pit of nihilism or externalism. In Zen, there is no nonsense. Whether you know, you don't know, you better say it. So as he said that, it is not the monk. Sangha is the monk. Okay? Indulge is, I want to win. I'm right, you're wrong. No, you need to get that thing proper, or else who knows where you're going to end up. So here he said again, wrong is not wrong, right is not right. Erring by a hairbreadth, one miss 1,000 miles. If it is right, right was Dragon Maiden suddenly achieved Buddhahood. So this means that, is it right or it is wrong? Okay, it is right or it is wrong. It is right, the path is proper. The Dragon Maidens, which is the Dragon King's daughter, suddenly achieved Buddhahood. He attained that thing, that state, that realization, that enlightenment. Wrong was good star sinking and falling while alive. If this is wrong, the good star is the monk. Because he's wrong, he didn't develop or achieve the Buddhahood like the princess of the Dragon King. He go down to the hell. So it is erring by a hairbreadth, one miss 1,000 miles. And guess what? Who is the gold star? Like Mango star? Mango star turned out to be the son of Sakyamuni Buddha. He didn't listen to his dad. He thought that he know it all. So he mistaken a lot of things, and then he just do his own way. The Buddha, Sakyamuni Buddha, cannot do a thing on it because his free will. This is Zen. Okay? It doesn't mean that one do not respect. Respect is always by default. You respect people, you talk properly. But the Zen teaching is you need to know what is right and what is wrong. There's no gray area there. There's no, oh, I give you face. It is wrong, I will not be able to say it. So, I am the student of Venerable Xianhua. So I'm the grand student of Xin. Now I'm not dropping your name here because it doesn't matter whether who the hell I am. What I'm going to tell you this. When the day Venerable Xianhua told me, when he took me as a student, he told me, Hendrik, later, if somebody can point out my mistake, Venerable Xianhua said that, if people can point out my mistake, you need to bow to him and learn the proper way. You must not defend me. That's what he told me. Venerable Shenhua told me. When the time I bowed to him, when he took me as a student, we are just like, what? Like me and you right now talking in this distance. That is how Zen, the real Zen is. I'm telling you here today is because it is really serious now. If we in the West do not understand what is the proper and taking all this, heaven know what the heck it is, you're going to go down. And you cannot blame Xi Xiaodong say that it's a fake Kung Fu. Okay? And also, on the other hand, we can see even Sakyamuni Buddha's son, the lucky star, Sanxing Piqiu. You know, the Buddha's son, the good star, okay? The father cannot do anything to it, because if you want to follow whatever path you are, I mean, nobody can save us if we do not save ourselves. So, I like to share with you an internal. The Shaolin, Wing Chun is from Shaolin. You like it or not, Wing Chun is from Shaolin, okay? So let's cut away whatever is not Shaolin. Not get into this Tai Chi, this Wudang, this Xing Yi, this Bagua. Stop on that, hold on it, okay? Got nothing to do with that. So in Shaolin, as in the classic, in the Shaolin classic, we know that it said that 外练筋骨皮，内练一口气. Externally, you train the bone, the muscle, the sinews. Internally, you train your breathing. Okay? If anybody want to talk about internal, if they do not be able to handle their breathing, there is no internal there. And the breathing of the Shaolin can link directly to what? Anapanasati of the Buddha's teaching. Okay? So, is that simple to handle the breathing, the Anapanasati? No. No. Common people cannot handle the breathing right away. No way. That's why one needs to handle the body first. Being know the different states of the body. And after knowing the different state of body, one needs to be able to know different functions of mind. What type of function you use with your mind. Only that you can go up to handle the breathing. Without this first two levels, forget about it. You cannot get there. You can argue, oh, you know, I can sit down there in the lotus, pay attention to my breathing, counting the breath, like today's the popular mindfulness. Go look around how many people really can enter samadhi with that. Not even talk about samadhi. How many people can be able to synchronize their mind and their breathing? Well, when they synchronize in their mind and breathing, it's not like I'm using my intention or my yi or my visualization. No, they just drop in, they just synchronize the entire thing, they enter into the samadhi. That's where the qi, the Chinese qi gong, the qi, the energy stuff, the meridian, that's where it starts. You need to synchronize your mind and breathing, and then you go up. So you have the physical, you need to be able to handle it to the basic. Your mind, you know what to do. Not intention. You need to be really specific. It's like your mind is like a tool. It's like using a screwdriver or a plier. Once you get that, you get into the breathing. And then only that you get up to the qi. That is why I wrote the 6 core elements. You need that go step by step up that to the breathing. However, most people cannot do it. So that's why in the Wing Chun Inception, I have the N1 process. The N1 process. And because I want everybody to be able to do it, guess what? Do it in the laying down. Because you will not be able to handle it standing up. That's why you need to do it in the laying down. Otherwise, you cannot handle your body. And if you cannot handle your body, forget about the breathing. Forget about it. Okay? And after that, as in the Wing Chun matrix, this is for the standing up, for the breathing. Using today's technology will get you there. The truth is, it doesn't matter whose name, which grandmaster, which legend, which magic you talk about. Can you deliver? Can you measure? You know, like in the Wing Chun Inception, the reason why I have all this heart rate and all this kind of measurements, heart rate variability, and so forth, is because you need to deliver. You don't have time to keeping internal for the entire life and go nowhere. Okay? And also, breathing is energy. Breathing is energy. If you don't know how to breathe, you cannot have a very effective and have a effective and efficient oxygen intake. You are not going to develop energy. So that's why in this the H model, you know that from here range based on the heart rate, this is the aerobic, this is anaerobic. In the aerobic, you know that you need oxygens to convert your diet, your fat, you eat your protein into energy. And then even if you go to anaerobic, you can convert the carbohydrates into energy. But when you get up from the anaerobic, you need the oxygen for recovery. So if you don't know how to breathe, what energy? By the ancient sense, you need to synchronize your breathing and your mind. In the modern science, sports science, in the modern science way, you know that you need oxygen all the way for your training and for your recovery. Or else you will not be able to get the energy you need for your training and your recovery. Okay? So I prove to you here, you want to go scientific, Well, look at how important is oxygen intake. If you want to go the ancient, well, will you be able to synchronize your breathing and your mind? Now, to the worst is that if you never heard about that, you're keeping talking about mind power. You're keeping talking about yi, using your yi. You're keeping talk about your body has to be in this structure, that structure. Well, it completely miss the point. So how are you going to develop that? That's why you can waste a lifetime or 10 lifetime or 100 years. You go nowhere. You don't have oxygen, you cannot train, develop your body. You do not have oxygen, you cannot recover. You continue to force training with the chain pan and you don't breathe properly, well, you're going to get into trouble because you will not be able to get that oxygen and you cannot recover. Keeping doing it, like people saying doing 小念頭 for 1 hour and you can see sweat out, their palpitations, their heartbeat go high and so forth. You know it's trouble because they don't know how to breathe. So look at for past 100 years. How is Wing Chun supposed to breathe? And you see the people in past 100 years or so is either taking opium or smoke cigarette. How are you going to develop anything? You will talk about the health that's not healthy. There's not the anapanasati. Can you take an opium and practice anapanasati? Mindfulness. Can you smoking and do mindfulness? On another way, on the martial art, can you go take opium and smoke and heavy smoker and everything, go fight like a Zhang Weili and Rose? See how is the MMA player take care of their body like Zhang Weili. So, internal, are you serious? You want to go Zen way? Like I share with you? There's no face given. If there's yes, yes. If there's no, no. It's right, it's right. It's wrong, it's wrong. But then, if you want to be like the good star, monk, the son of Sakyamuni Buddha, do whatever you want, that's your own freedom. But the teaching of Shaolin is a Zen teaching, everybody say, right? Zen is straightforward. Zen is like engineering. Do you know how to get that process work? So, it is no secret. It is in the 6 core element. It is in the Wing Chun Inception. It is in the Wing Chun Matrix. The basic is there. Now, if we don't develop the basic, what internal? So this is what I like to share with you. You want to know the proper teaching of the Zen? I share with you what it is. Go check, is it true? And also, this is not philosophy. You need to be able to cash in the bank. You cannot be like Ronnie Dangerfield's Back to School. Widgets. We're going to build widgets. What is widgets? You want to talk internal? What is internal? Have you developed it? Do you know what it is? Can you test it out, verify it scientifically? Anybody who really have developed the internal be able to tell you about the mind and the breathing synchronization. That is where you get into the Qi Gong and the Nei Gong. Anybody will be able to go take in the Western scientific way, saying that, hey, come on, you need the oxygen to transform your proteins or your fat into the energy when you're training. And then when you're recovery, you from your practice, your training, you have the epoch. You need the oxygen, even though you already stopped practice or training. You need the oxygen for your recovery, to pay the oxygen debt. You want to stand in the EG Kamyangma, like climb the heck out, the triangle shape, this shape and that shape, tucking your tailbone, where your body cannot support that full, deep oxygen intake. You want to do that? Look around, isn't it? The preaching is like that. That's why if we want to do AI, artificial intelligence today, all this thing will be fit into the AI as parameter. We'll be able to check the breathing and the heart rate and the breathing. Like today, in all this tracker, we'll be able to check that. Your breathing, your heart rate and your breathing. Like in the COVID time right now, we check the heart rate, the breathing, and the SpO2. So who are we going to kidding? Who are we going to kid? So this is what I like to share with you. Think about it clearly. When Bodhidharma go to China, teaching the Buddha's teaching, the Zen, he said, don't cheat ourselves, don't cheat others, don't get cheated by others people. You want to go internal? That's internal. There's no magic. So I put this clear up here, okay? And that's why I told those who do not want to face reality, do not to watch this video. But if you want to develop your whatever Qi Gong or Nei Gong, those are just Chinese terms, or internal. If you really want to develop those stuff, learn how to breathe. Or else, it is just empty talk. And also, if we never develop it, don't say it. There are many people who sometimes using my name in video. Talk about internal this, that, internal that. And I warn people, sometimes I ask them to delete their video, don't use my name. I don't have problem if people present proper, accurate thing. But I'm not going to get people to using my name to preaching what they don't know. Like today, many people do that. People mimic my 1850s Xiu Lim Tao. Like people talk about the different stuff, like the 6 core element and so forth, so forth. Like so it is not that I want royalty from anybody. Those who train with me, okay, after they complete the class, like the 6 core element, you can ask around. Many play MMA player. They are Wing Chuners, but they play MMA. They often come and writing, you know, to be polite, asking, oh, Hendrik, can I teach this? I say, go ahead, go teach it. I have no need for anybody's royalty. I only have one requirement. Make sure you really get it. Make sure you teach your student proper. That's my requirement. because it's about education, it's about responsibility. When we teach something, we have a responsibility. So I put this up front for everybody, okay? You can cast in stone, see whether I walk my talk.